Alright, let's talk about Velcro and glow in the dark. Stay tuned because after I talk about this stuff, I'll just go over some quick updates with Ghostn, and there's some cool stuff going on, but also there's a new way of operating. But after this sentence, I'm going to be referring to it as hook and loop because Velcro is a brand, which is kind of like people saying Band-Aid for bandage. And also, they took down my listings on Etsy because it says Velcro. So I'm not going to give you free advertisement. It just kind of sucks because unlike Band-Aid and bandage, hook and loop is like 2 extra syllables. Wait, no, is it? Hook and loop. Velcro. Okay, 1 extra syllable. So it doesn't roll off the tongue the same way. But let's continue. So when I was trying to draft out the initial designs for Ghostn, I was thinking of things I could put there to kind of make a staple piece. I wanted it to be something that helps us stand out, but nothing like too out there. And after many mood boards, window shopping, research, and letting inspiration come to me, living my life, I had an epiphany when I was prepping some cables for a shoot. The cables are long and you need to organize them, so they come in these cable ties and I had to take them out. So the sound of the hook and loop ripping reminded me of the shoes I really liked in elementary back then and now as an adult. I love hook and loop. God, fuck you, Velcro. This whole script has Velcro in it, but now I realize only now that I don't want to say Velcro anymore. Velcro is a slur on this channel. It just doesn't sound the same as saying I love Velcro. Fuck. No. We love hook and loop. We love hook and loop on this channel and this business. Yeah, the sound of the hook and loop ripping, it just brought me back to the shoes I loved in elementary. So I love those shoes, and coincidentally that kind of made me think of the other shoes that I liked, which were the ones that light up. Yeah, they lit up when you like stomped and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. They weren't Skechers though. I don't know if they were off-brand or something, but either way, they were cool. I knew that hook and loop could transfer to the designs easily, but I don't think I would be able to put like lights on clothes like that, at least not cheap. So I did the next best thing, which was glow in the dark. Now another thing is, like, when I was a kid, my bedroom used to have a bunch of these like glow in the dark stars, planets, and a bunch of like drawings and writings with like this glow in the dark paste. I want to say, like, it stays on the wall. Like you could basically draw on your wall and it would just stay there and it glows in the dark. Yeah, and I don't know. I just thought that was the coolest shit ever. You know what? I need to bring that back. I need to get some of this shit for my room. I should make glow in the dark stuff for my room. No, wait. I should make glow in the dark, like lifestyle stuff for Ghostn. Okay, so it came from this video. The idea came from this video. Can you imagine like fucking glow in the dark decals? Oh my god, that'd be good. So I feel like adding glow in the dark to the designs was kind of symbolic for me because it fights the whole mentality of like, oh, aren't you too old to be enjoying X? And honestly, people who think like that have probably neglected their inner child and just want you to be miserable like they are. Fuck those people. I wrote fuck those people LOL, but I didn't know how that would transfer to a script. Sure. So I'm just gonna say fuck those people. And the glow in the dark just kind of brings joy to my inner child. My favorite thing about creating is the freedom to go as deep or shallow as you want for your creation. The creator side and the consumer side of things represent this perfectly. Let's make an example. So let's say someone made a graphic tee with a design showing a flower on fire. The consumers see this and they love it. They begin to attach their own meanings to it regardless of the intent of the person who made the shirt. Some say that the rose being on fire represents the way the world is burning for our vanity. Others say it represents heartbreak, and some even think it's an anarchy symbol. And then an interview comes out featuring the creator of that shirt. They're asked what the design means because there's just been so much speculation. The creator just kind of shrugs their shoulders and says, I don't know, it looked cool. Regardless of definitively saying that there was no intention of a deeper meaning to the image, people will still choose to believe the meaning that they want to. And I think that's the beauty of art, There's always like different things you can take from something that someone has made. It's just crazy that like something you might see as like horrifying could be seen as beautiful at the same time by someone else. So let's get on with the updates. There's gonna be like a new way of running things almost. I'm gonna do the first half of the year basically. I'm gonna use that for kind of like strategizing, drafting stuff up, and I won't be as active on socials. I'll have stuff to post for sure, but it's gonna be like quality over quantity for sure. And then once the season hits, it's like almost fall, that's when we start coming back to life because I really think we're built for like fall and winter. It doesn't mean we'll never release stuff or like post for the first half of the year, but it's just basically not going to be as common as the second half of the year. And also there's a lore drop incoming. If you guys followed the page, you remember me talking about the next design we're doing, and it's like this urban explorer rescue jacket. Been developing the lore for that. So originally I was trying to commission Scarrick to do like some concept art for the darkness deity, which is going to be like a mainstay in the universe, but also really important to this piece of clothing in general. And she was a bit busy, so she did recommend me someone else, and honestly worked out great. She recommended me Jess. She goes by, and then I described to her what I wanted. I sent a mood board, gave some background, and honestly, I'm really happy with how it came out. So how it went first was I got this concept art made, and then I kind of worked around it. I wrote a little comic that had 3 unnamed protagonists go down to some ruins and explore it to go rescue some missing person for different reasons. But, you know, they're in over their heads, and I'm not going to spoil the rest, but I'm pretty sure you can put 2 and 2 together. I'll show you guys the panels I already posted by the time I'm recording this video. If you want to see the rest, check out the page. And the way I'm doing it is I'm going to release each page as an individual post, and none of them have dialogue. Once they're all out, the whole carousel will be out with dialogue. So that's going to be like the full thing. And honestly, I just want to say I was really excited to work on this because it's like a comic manga thing, right? The style of it. It's like something I've always wanted to work on. I'm kind of like all over the place with my interests. So my main craft, I guess, is videos. I love every other medium of art too. So I've been also getting into drawing and had help from Rachel on this one. She did the line art. I drafted out the compositions, and I did that in 3D, so it's a lot easier because like the lighting's more accurate and all that. I sent those to her. She did some line art, and then I got that back and shaded them in and did a little tweaking. But yeah, it was just so cool. It's very satisfying to see it come together and try doing these like shading techniques that I've always just admired in the stories I love so much. I don't think I'll ever reach like Kentaro Miura level, but that's just a really high standard in general. Yeah, I just wanted to touch over that a little bit, but I will probably make a separate video just talking about the whole comic in general and maybe some more on the lore. I wanted to end the update by saying that I'm kind of tired of short form content. Not really. I'm just tired of socials in general, but I'm really tired of the short form content apps, Instagram and TikTok. It just doesn't seem to be like as worth of an investment compared to like long form content. I'm still going to be on there, of course, because it feels like that's top funnel shit. Like more people will see, it's easier to push out. And then the people who want to be more involved with the community probably find their way to the YouTube channel. In short, there's going to be more videos on the YouTube channel. The first half of the year will generally have more Ghostn YouTube videos than the second half. So anyways, as usual, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's supported and is still supporting. And if you like this, please hit like, subscribe, whatever. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mom, I don't know, tell your pastor if you do that shit. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Follow Ghostn.